Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach. Today, we're going to be talking about the FPL, especially for Game Week 2, which kicks off tonight with Chelsea and West Ham. So we've got today's game. And we're going to see how we get on. Now, it is game week 2 of the Fantasy Football League. I hope all of you out there that have done your teams, the deadline time is at 6:30. So hopefully everyone out there, including you, Nick, are ready for all this. That can go. No. There we go. So hopefully everyone out there is ready. As I said, it is game week 2. I haven't revealed my team. That will become. Nick, I've done my team. Did you see it this morning? I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Have a look. But you haven't put it in Discord and you haven't sent it to me. If you've done your team this morning, I won't be able to see it until like the first game kicks off. So yeah. These ads. Yeah, that's the problem with Twitch. I am on YouTube as well on my FPL channel. So yeah, one of 8. Oh, 1 of 8. Oof, ouchie. So yeah, so that is it. I have done 2 changes to my team. One of them is a bit of a controversial one. Another one is, I think I decided to do it just purely because of what teams they're playing for. There was another one I wanted to do, but I decided not to do it yet. I will probably wait for game week, I think 5 or 6 to change. There are other players that I'm looking at, but we will see. So why don't we not reveal my team for game week 2? We're going to put it in list order. You guys get to see only the first 3 names, I think. 2 names. So we still have Sancho in goal, okay? So it is against West Ham. I was umming and ahhing with him or Henderson. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. There we go. I've got Nico Williams against Palace with Eze not going to be there. He's going to be probably at the Arsenal game. So yeah, that'd be interesting. Dude, he was a bit of an I wasn't too sure about player. Do I have him? Do I not? But because of what happened to Frimpong, I've decided to put him in. I'm taking a gamble. Mark Gay, of course, very lovely, good player. And I think, yes, there are a lot of rumours about him like with Liverpool and all that lot. Just keep it as it is at the moment. It's all right. Now we go with an interesting midfield. we have got Xhaka in our team. Okay, he's their skipper. It is against Burnley. Yes, it is away at Burnley, but I do kind of watching Sunderland play last week against West Ham. I think they could do really well. They may struggle against some of the harder teams, but with their fixtures coming up with Brentford, then they've got the international break. Okay, then they've got Palace, Villa, Forest. Still, I think could be an interesting scenario. We've got Declan Rice in our team, which was the same as last time. We've now got Simeo in our team instead of Verts. So he's out of the team. So yeah, so a few little changes here and there. Bruno Fernandes and Mo Salah are in my team. Now, I've actually taken the captaincy armband off of Mo Salah against Newcastle. I know sometimes he does really well up at Newcastle, but I think the Newcastle crowd are going to probably be behind their team a little bit more because of what's been going on between Liverpool, Isak and Newcastle. That could be a very interesting scenario. Let me just change one little thing over here. Let's just see if this works. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind that at all. Cool. I do think that it's going to be a hard game against Newcastle. So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens. We got Joe Pedro again against West Ham. I think he'll be interesting to see how he gets on, especially against West Ham, who had an awful game against Sunderland last time. Then I've got the main man, Gyökeres. I've actually put him as my captain against Leeds. He's played against Leeds before. He knows what it's like. It's a home ground. We should do well against Leeds. And I think it'll be a good game. Interesting, but we'll see. I do like it. I hope he does get more than just the 1 point. And I hope if he does get substituted, okay, he doesn't get substituted in the 59th minute. He goes to the plus 60. Boring. I'm not saying that. Not saying that, mister. Why is my chat not working on here? There we go. It is now working on there. Cool. Okay. Yeah, you did nearly catch me out, but I stopped myself. So yeah. So that is my team. Let's put you back to the pitch view. And there's our formation. A 3-5-2. That is my team for game week 2. Okay. I do actually need to take a screenshot of this. So we're going to quickly minimize this down. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of it so I can upload it. Boom. There we go. So yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how it goes. Nick, so what is your team like? What is your team looking like? Let's put that in right. There we go. That's better. That should be better now. I changed it massively. Oh, so you use one? You use one of your chips? Did you? Did you use your wild card or free hit? Okay, so bro's used his wild card already. Very interesting. If you want to send the team over to me, you can send it to Discord and I'll have a little look. But yeah, I think no, because if I go by to league and click on names and go down to yours, that is your game week 1 team. Yeah, you've definitely done a few changes there. Oh, look at that. You had 20 points on the bench. 20 points on the bench. Definitely. Yeah. The Simeo was a good little one. But yeah. Oh, you forgot to activate your bench boost. That was silly. Well, if you had Rico Lewis instead of Frimpong and Saliba instead of Cunha, well, what you would have gained 16 points. You would have gained 16 points. You wouldn't have had to have activated your actually, if you took Frimpong out for Lewis, that's only 10 points profit. And Adari for Saliba and gone a 4-4-2, you would have gained 18 points. Ouch. What did I lose out on? Yeah, see, I lost out on 1 point there and 5. So I only lost out on 6. So yeah. That's what happened to me. I only lost out on 6 points from game week 1. So I can kind of take that if I wanted to. So very interesting. Let's have a look at those top transfers outs. Bert and Frimpong are one of the highest two. Frimpong because of his injury. Cunha, yes. Gal, yes. Joe Pedro was one of the others that I was looking at getting rid of. So, your team. Again, I will say this to you. I'm going to use your team here. Look at the minutes played. 35 minutes. For me, I would take him out. You haven't even got Simeo in your team. Oh, you have. Yeah, you have. I would take him out and put Gabriel on. Yes, I know you got 2 Arsenal players on the bench, on the pitch, defenders. I would do that. The others, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah. Cunha is a very good one. Rogers, again, that's a very good option. I do like that. Yeah, I for me, if I was you, I would probably have those subs, switch those two players around. Yeah, you made a mistake last time. Yeah, this time you did put him in, but I put Gabriel on as well. So yeah, that's what I would do personally. Yeah, that's what I would do with my team. Now, if you have a look at the players that are available, that like the availability, even like Ben White would have been a good option. Nicholas Jackson, okay, Cunha again. So there's a lot of Calvin Lewin just because it's match fitness. That's good because he's a pain in the backside. Always hate playing against him when he was at Everton. There's a long list here of what you got to look at. This is one thing that people forget about. Have a look at the injured list as well. Even Norgard was very. I'd like Norgard, but he's picked up a knock in training. Isaac, of course. Yeah. Weze, well, it's just match fitness for him. He'll probably play some parts. Nketiah hamstring, which is a nightmare. Do like Nketiah. Havertz as well, just match fitness now. It was an injury. March, again, no return date. That's something there that I think people would have liked to have seen. So yeah. So for me, I think you've got to look a lot at this and see when players could come back, what their fitness is going to be like, which I do love about this part. Set pieces, of course. Good. It tells you lots and lots of information on this bit about who you're going to have, what set piece players. Okay. Yeah. News. Always read some of the news on here. It gives you so much help. Yes, we talk about it as well. Okay. About what you can do, blah, 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 blah. But for me, you've got to have a look at the news. Okay. What's the best replacement? Okay. Yeah. They give you so many good tips of which players to look out for. Come on, load up. Okay. And it will sometimes tell you, look, Nate Nori, how much money is good value. Okay. Cucurella for Chelsea. Again, good value. Because especially someone like Frimpong, it's 6 million as well. Kudes, yes, it's 4.5. And I think you do have to be careful about what you want. Now, look at the most popular Frimpong replacements. Gabriel is up there, then Cucurella. Saliba, but there are some very good replacements. And then if you look at for Cunha, okay, Mickey van. very good option. Okay. I didn't like him actually in the Arsenal game, to be honest. Matty Cash. But there you go. Look at a lot of the transfers in here. That is one thing you got to look at, all these stats. Now you think there's now like 82,000 extra players that have gone for these players. 71. Big margins up here. Now, if you go up here, it's a bit closer together. Okay, and then it's a bit of a drop. But you think also with that, 63,000 here and 82,000 here. Okay, that's 144,000 players that have gone for him. So I think you've got to be very careful about what players you pick. And I think, again, that could be very helpful for everyone out there. Having a look at what teams, what players, those top transfers in, okay? Even if we do go to that top transfer, okay? And now have a look. Only 6.4% of players that have got him in, which is better than what others are. If you can keep it under 10%, I think that's quite good. Maybe 15. Maybe 15%. If you can keep it within 15% of some of these, I think you're going to have a look. Even Calafiori is a good option out there of who you can have in your team. And he will pick up he'll pick up a goal, he'll pick up an assist. That's the thing. He will be on you like that, which I kind of like. Lewis, again, is only 3.6% of people. And I kind of like happened to. Am I still live on YouTube? Okay, I'm fine. I wonder what was going on then. Yeah, that got to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We will see what goes on. But I do think people out there have got to have a look at their teams and look at that. Joe Pedro, 51% of people. Now let's have a look. Where was it? Select by. So these are the top players in FPL right now. Okay. You've still got Palmer. Okay. Salah, Joe Pedro, fine. They're over 50%. Okay. Which is, I'm kind of surprising. Now, I'm going to say with the Burnley goalkeeper, I can understand what they've done. They've gone for a £4 million goalkeeper, and then got their top goalkeeper, and they've just tried to waste a £4 million player to try and boost their points up, the value, so they can have that extra £500,000 here, extra this, and I think it is very, very clever. And I would do exactly the same thing. But there are lots of players that are in that 20% mark. Even 20% of people still got Frimpong in their team. Donny's going to miss this week and next week. Yes, he's probably going to be on their bench, which is fine. But again, everyone out there has got to look carefully about, could this injury be a bit longer? Estanya, a very good player, but only got 1 point. But again, he's that £4 million price tag. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. And I think if you look very closely at some of these teams, a lot of the players, you get about 2 or 3 that are exactly the same. So you've got to be very, very careful. Someone like, I like Beto a lot. Very good. Elanga, very good, but just didn't get enough points. Tarkovsky, again, good value, not enough points. Gakpo's a bit up there, mind you. So yeah, there's a few up there. I'm glad Cunha didn't get points against Arsenal. That's good. Eze. There's a lot of people that have still got him, but are going to benefit when he moves to Arsenal. And especially if you do have 3 Arsenal players already in your team, and then he comes in, that can make 4. Yes, when you have to use your game hits and all that lot, that could be the problem. But that's the thing. It can happen like that. What's just gone on? Ooh. Okay, fine. Fine. And I think, yes, you've got to be looking very carefully about your players and who you're going to have. Hello, how are you? I want to just check one little thing out. All good, thank you. Good, I like to see that. And yeah, I think the FPL is going to be a bit more trickier this year, especially with those defensive contributions. Now, if we have a look at Gay here, look at this, okay, where he gets his points. Oh, we've got no, I was right. Go back again. Well, let's have a look at someone else. Okay. Points wise, it is. Oh, no, let's go. I know where we go. Team of the week. Team of the week. If we click, okay, how their points got on now. Let me just move. We just move this across so you guys can see it better. There we go. Okay. So on here, okay, that defensive contribution, 14 value, 2 points. I think a lot of players are going to get that. Calafiori didn't get it because he's not that of a player that would get contribution points. Lewis, again, didn't get that defensive contribution. Did any of the other, did some of the midfielders or not? No. And I think you've got to look very closely at some of those players that will get those defensive contributions. Also, when you go to goalkeepers about their saves, who they're playing against. For me, okay, like for my team, okay, Sanchez against West Ham, would he get a lot of saves? Probably not. Would Henderson against Fulham, Forest? Yes. Hello, mate. How are you? And I think I could probably switch Henderson and Sanchez around. It's a tight one. I think both of them could end up probably getting the same amount of points. But do I see that Forest scoring against Palace? Yes. Especially someone like Chris Wood. The best £4.5 million defender. Well, actually, we'll talk about that in a second. Got 4.6. Screen's not right. I hate this. There we go. So yeah, let's have a look. We'll just say 5. We'll just say 5. Okay. So you can have a little look. But 4.5. Well, there's not much choice, especially if. Oh, it's been on mute. So not. So I might have just tapped it. Sorry, my fault. I think if you're looking at this, for me, you got cash here at 4.5. If you've got 4.6, maybe. I don't know what your team's like. And yeah, with your team, depending what it's like, what other defenders you got? Yeah, what other defenders have you got? That could be a good little part. What other defenders have you got? Yeah, go on. Yeah, tell me your team. Tell me the team. Okay. Give me 30 seconds. . 5, 5. Let me have a little look. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me have a look. Give me 30 seconds and I'll tell you something. Oh, it's asking me for it again. Sorry. I just had to log in. Your team's like 77%. Just caused me a bit of problem at the moment. I do like the only thing is your defense is quite weak, which I don't really like. Yeah. Your defense is very, very weak. That's because you've got Palmer, Gakpo, Bert, Haaland, and yeah, you spent a lot of your money on 5 players. For me, it's a tricky one. I would probably. I'll go Matty Cash. I'll go Matty Cash. Yeah, and you got Haaland as your captain. Against Spurs. Yeah, could be. Could be a good option. Palmer against West Ham. That could be another option. You got Watkins against Brentford. Again, yeah. Okay, because on Football Hub it actually says Haaland is your captain. Oh, I see. It's changed it. I have seen that it's changed. Okay, fine. Yeah, you got to be careful. It is hard about what players and what positioning you do go. I made a mistake first week. I took out a player that I shouldn't have done. Simple. I made a mistake. I've done it now. So yeah. Come on, put this back to where I want it to. There we go. So yeah. So I think everyone out there does make some mistakes. I think you just got to be careful when I could have gained, I think, 16 points because of my bench. And I think when I'm looking back at yes, now, do I like do here against Chelsea? No. But I already made my sub, so I didn't want to take a 4-point hit and switch him out. So that's a bit of a pain. Well, if you looked last year, who got the top points other than like Mo Salah, then there we go. Can you actually still look at 24, 25, 16? Yeah. I do prefer a balanced team. See, I'm still not sure. Do I switch Henderson and Sanchez around? Probably not. No. Unless I go back in history time, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think looking back at some of these teams, players, interesting. Yeah, I think both teams. I'm going to probably say this: Chelsea should keep a clean sheet. Palace will probably have more with Henderson, have more like saves. So yeah, so the points wise there could alter it a little bit. And that's what I do think. I do think that points wise, I think Forest may score against Palace, but save wise, Henderson may get up there, and that will also put him up on that points list as well. So yeah, there's a few things there that could push it. And it is a tricky one of what team to have. But yeah. But I do like Nico Williams. Probably get some good points there. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah. Yes, I do have two players that are playing against us from Palace and Forest. But it's going to happen at some point or another. I do think that having a nice little balance throughout. I'm in to go with Gokore as a captain over Salah this week. I think I did save it, so it is coming into effect. So I think a lot of people will have Salah or Palmer in their team as their captain. And I think having a different player may boost it. I just hope that he doesn't come off in the 59th minute. So we will see about that. What is that I need to do? Okay. That is fine. Don't mind that at all. Yeah, I'm not going to use any of my triple captain boost or anything like that. Very nice. Well, by tomorrow, you never know what other people have got. Never be too sure. Let's have a little look. Probably not be on there right now. Yeah. It won't tell me until after after this. There you go. I've got 3 new entrants ready to come in for game week 2. There's 3 new players coming in. That will take us up to 29 overall. That'd be very good. Very good achievement. I'll say that. And that is definitely one thing I'm doing right now. Some stuff has just come in. I want to just make sure it is all correct. Yeah. Where was it? Let's have a little look. Any news? Any news? Just having a little look, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing that's looking at me. Oh, okay. No other news I can see so far. Okay. No, nothing. Nothing that I can see. Yeah. Okay. Definitely nothing I can see on Twitter or anything like that. No team news or anything like that. Nothing early. Just a few like match day. That's the program. Yeah. Definitely nothing there. As just doing a bit of touching up on the pitch. No, it does not. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. These things can happen. We always like to see and keep an eye out what any late news is. At the moment, nothing I can see. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah, these things do happen. But definitely no no news on it. Yeah, I'm on Twitch, Kick, and on YouTube. So yeah, not that bad. Well, a lot of my stuff is posted up on YouTube, isn't it? For the FPL. So this is my team for game week 2. I had to think then. We are going to actually let me screenshot it again. I can put it out onto X. Those beautiful faces. Oh. Come on, be nice. No worries. I'll be live again. When are we going live next? Can't remember. Probably next week, actually. Good luck for this game week as well. Why is that not? There we go. Let's see. Let's see what everyone else out there thinks. So yeah, I think for the FPL this season, I'm glad there's a lot more players that are taking part in my league. There are now going to be 29 in the league, which is great to see. I do like to have more and more people joining. Let's have a look at. Let me look at their game weeks 1 thing. That's all right. Yes, I know I'm down there at 19th, but we can get up there. We can push it. Bit behind already. Yeah, 49 points behind already. Whoa! But they did use their bench boost or triple captain bench boost. So got away with that one. They did. Gained an extra what? 10, 12, 9 points, 11 points, 11 points. We'll see. We will see how we get on in game week 2, and what are your thoughts out there. Okay, tell me what you think about my team. Okay, for everyone out there, this is my team for game week Not listening to you. Definitely not listening to you. Yeah. Definitely not listening to you. But yeah, we've got about half an hour. Why have I have more points than you? Hey! First game week out of 38. Come on. Still loads to go. Let's see where you are at the end of the season. And also remember, we also got the cup competition as well. Yeah, the cup competition later on. Looks lonely down there. Whoa, watch it. Actually, you're going Edison over Raya as well. Oh, you definitely don't like the Arsenal players, do you? Definitely don't like the Arsenal players. But yeah, I think for me, if I could, yes, I would probably have Nico Lewis in instead. I will. Well, Ray's on the bench. Edison's on the pitch. Pedro, would I have him in? Yes, not against City. I think he can pick up a bit. I think he can pick up a yellow card, be a bit, and then be a bit careful, I think. So yeah, I think for me, yes, I would definitely have Nico Lewis on my team. Someone maybe like Calafiori, Saliba as well on my team. That's options. I even actually have 1.4 million in the bank still. So because of that, if I do get rid of someone like Frimpong, okay, to Calafiori or something like that, 500,000. Saliba, it's exactly the same amount. So yeah, I'll still have 1.4 million where I could probably spend that elsewhere. Now, if someone like Saka gets down in price a bit, could look at that. What is he now? Saka, 10 million. So if I had to get rid of that, I could get rid of Bruno Fernandes and put Saka in. But I think Bruno Fernandes against Fulham, yeah, that should be comfortable. If Fulham beat United, oh my God, I will laugh my head off. And yes, I will be laughing at someone else. Not saying who I'll laugh at, but I'll laugh at someone. Okay, what we got here with... They already taking the Chelsea one off. Am I blaming? Yeah, they have. The Chelsea one's not... Chelsea West Ham's not even on this list to look at. The team news. Okay. Okay. There's not much on team news from other. Some managers do not say a word. They keep it under wraps a lot. Which is not good for us. Session's another good option to have as well against in your team. Willock set to return to face. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, so he's coming back. That's could be interesting. Just been to. Oh, great! I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. I'm doing a park run tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Now you're going to make me look at the weather for the morning. Oh. 17 degrees. I'll take that tomorrow morning. I'll take that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Rain, no. What's it going to feel like more? Feel like 17, 18. Okay, so don't really mind that. I'll let you off that one. Next week. Next week is a bit of a nightmare. Next week's a nightmare. Yeah. Oh well. Umbrella time. Nah. Swim coach, you're used to the water. Not that bad. We just carry on. Pink umbrella. Don't mess with the pink. Don't mess with the pink, mister. Pink's a great colour. Yeah, pink is a great colour to have. Proper men wear pink. Is that right? So yeah, I do think that it is going to be interesting. Now, here are the fixtures for game week 2. So we do start off tonight with West Ham against Chelsea. Then tomorrow we have Manchester City versus Spurs at 12:30. I ain't watching that game. Then we have 3 games at lunch. Well, not lunch. 3 o'clock kickoffs. We have Bournemouth versus Wolves, Brentford versus Villa, Burnley versus Sunderland, and then at 5:30 the mighty Arsenal versus the dirty Leeds. And we'll see how that comes on. So yeah, and then we go into our Sunday fixtures. We have two 2:00 kickoffs. We have Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. Again, that is going to be a very interesting one, especially with Palace got demoted to the Europa Conference, and Nottingham Forest got promoted to the Europa League. Palace did win 1-0 in their qualifier, which I don't think they should have been doing a qualifier, because they won the FA Cup. Then we've got Everton versus Brighton. Then at 4:30, we have Fulham versus a team from up north that play in red called Manchester United. And then we finish off the game week 2 on Monday night against Newcastle and Liverpool. And actually, I just realised I'll be playing games at that time. I may have to have that game on the side so I can watch it or listen to it. Yeah, I think that may have to be the case. So I might have messed up my dates there, my times there. Oopsie. So yeah, so that is the fixtures for game week 2. I hope that's helped you out a lot there. Game week 3. Game week 3 is very interesting. Okay, game week 3 is a very interesting game week. So it is just both Saturday and Sunday next week. There are lots of games on TV here in the UK. I think the big one, of course, is that one down here, the Liverpool versus the mighty Arsenal. Yeah, that's next week. But this week, there are your fixtures. And hopefully your main team is there. Yeah, not being having any second teams on this table. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I think that is it for this. If anyone wants to talk about anything, feel free to. Go ahead, ask away what you think. What is your team out there? What would you like to do? I need to just get that. It's still interesting out there what is going on, but we're slowly building everything up. I do think that you could look at, hang on, finish above who finished above Arsenal? Who's going to finish above Arsenal? Oh, we got a message. Love it. Good. I like that. What's logo? I can't see. I can't see properly. Is it that? Is it this logo? Is it this logo here? Is that right? Or is I know what it is. It's the team that Arsenal beat last week. Yeah. Yeah, the team that we beat last week. That's it. That's that logo. That's where I thought I saw it. I just thought they were just trying to hide from themselves. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you now, if you lose to Fulham this weekend, oh my God, that's going to be an embarrassment for you guys. Yeah. I think definitely out there, there's going to be an embarrassment out there. Definitely not going to be me. I know that for a fact. Or she's now Karma's going to come and bite me up the arse. I can just see it. I'll tell you now, if we lose to Leeds at home, oh my God, I just can't see it. I just can't. It would be embarrassing if we did lose. But do I think it's going to happen? No. No. I think we're strong enough. I think, well, I'll say it. As long as Calvin Lewin doesn't play. Yeah. Oh, I would go live. I'll just mute you. I'll just mute you. Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. So yeah, just having a look at the Leeds team. Okay. Just trying to get a lot of information out there. The Longstaff is a very good player. I like Longstaff. Be interesting when he plays against Newcastle in a few weeks' time. See, there's Calvin Lewin. Just lack of match fitness. I hope he does not play. You never know. So yeah. So for me, I think you've got to look. We should beat Leeds. United should beat Fulham. Hello, and I was waiting for you to come back in. There we go. Like today's game, okay? Chelsea should beat West Ham. City Spurs. City should win. Bournemouth should win. Villa. I'm going to go Sunderland. Arsenal. I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go draw. United should win. Liverpool should. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool in that game. But yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah. I do think that that Chelsea should win tonight. And I will be putting a little bit of a wager on that tonight. We'll see. We will see how it all goes. What else? What else do we want to talk about? Your captains. Who are your captains this week? Who's your skipper and vice skipper? Anyone out there? Go on, put it in. Who are your captains and vice captains for this weekend? It's always good to know what your captains are. What's that? I have both. Who do you recommend I go between Saka and Haaland for captaincy? Oh. So this is a tricky one because I always feel those lunchtime kickoff games, the 12:30 games on the Saturday, are always a little bit slow, sluggish. It's a lot of the players are not used to it. And I think their mindset's not fully there or their time frame's not there. I think Haaland could do really well against Spurs. Saka against Leeds at home. If he scores, then again, that's a very, very tricky one. For me, I am an Arsenal fan. So for me, I would have to go for Saka. But if I was put my FPL brain onto it, I would probably go Haaland. But then you got to also think, am I going to get... How many other people have got Haaland as their captain? To compare to how many people are going to have Saka as their captain. So that's what I would think about of who you're going to have. It is hard. Well, we're actually at home. It's Arsenal's first home game of the season. So yes, for me, if I was going to put my FPL on this one, I would take the risk and go with Saka. That's the risk I would take. But it's that the one thing I don't like is that I always hate these 12:30 kickoff games. Tomorrow's 5:20 we are. I was just talking about Haaland versus Spurs, like Man City versus Spurs at 12:30. That again, this is the one that I would go back for. When I used to play lots of sports, I always hated the earlier starts. I remember one year we had a cricket match, normally started at 1 o'clock, was moved 2 hours earlier for 11 o'clock start. Purely because of they wanted the 2 hours because of I think it was the England World Cup game. Or it was a big game, big English game, and they wanted to. All the games got moved early. And they had a 2-hour tea break or lunch break, so they could watch the football. And I hated that game because it meant that we were away and we had to be there at 9:30. Yeah, we had to be there at 9. We left at 8:30. And I hated it because it was different. It was out of your norm. So yeah. And it can be like that sometimes. Where players, their food intake is now at they've got to have like a breakfast at 7 o'clock, and they've got to have their main food at 9 o'clock. So there's not much time for that food to go. And I think that could be a bit of a problem. Now, yes, I know some cricket matches, for me, do start at 11 o'clock. But a lot of those players are brought up at that time and got used to that time. And I think some people are not used to it. It all depends. For me, I love the evening games. So 5:30 games, the 4:30 game. They're the games that I would love. I would love those ones. The 8 o'clock games, yes, but then you're finishing at 10 o'clock. Press conferences, all that lot. 10:30, 11 o'clock. Time you get home, 12. That's your problem. But yeah, for me, like captain wise, there's a lot of choices out there. And I think some people out there have got to look closely about what team or what players they have in their team, and also how many other people do have them as captains. That's another interesting thing as well, of who has what in what captaincy role as well. Now, if you look at the stats for this game week, and we look at Haaland, okay, 30% of people have got Haaland. Now, how many of those 30% of people will have him as your captain? Where if you go down the list and see Saka, only 17% of people have got Saka. So how many of those will have him as their captain? That's what I would say. Now, if Saka has a really good game, you're laughing. And I think that's what you've got to be careful of. 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes until the deadline. 2 minutes. Make sure you've got your captains right. Okay? Make sure you've got your substitutions. Everything has been confirmed. Please, please, please make sure you've done all that. Okay? It is very, very important. Okay? That you've done those double checks, making sure that everything is done and properly dusted. Very interesting to see. Keep it going. Always, always double check your teams. Play it sensible. Okay? Okay? 1 minute. 1 minute. It will be interesting to see how it all pans out. Will I be doing a... Let me just check something. Fixtures next week. Will I be doing a live thing next week? No, I will not. I will not do one next week. And then I'm back to my normal work scheduling the week after that. So it'll be all videos from now on. This is my last deadline live stream. There'll be all videos from now on. So please remember, ladies and gentlemen, okay, what you've got, who you've got. The deadline is now closed. Good luck for game week 2. Good luck. And on that cut-off time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say, that is it. I've got to get going because I've got loads of things to do before the football game tonight. I'm not doing a watch long tonight. I've got lots of things I need to prep for tomorrow morning and for tomorrow. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this deadline live stream. I'll be back on Twitch and Kick Monday. On YouTube, you will get all my videos coming out for the rest of the season. So for now, have a lovely time. Good luck for game week 2. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye from now.